later. Yeah, so let me just begin by saying my name is Jeremiah Kendagor. I am I'm a banker by profession, but just retired. I actually took my retirement final one. I've had actually 2 retirement. I took my first early retirement in 2013 after serving in the bank for 21 years. And 3 years later, I think 2 years later, that's 2016, one other bank called me to work again, and I worked for about 4 years. And I finally left the banking sector this year in June. So I've been doing a number of things out here. One of them is Forex trading, which is part of what I've been doing in the bank before, and so on and so forth. So today I want to just discuss with us briefly about this particular project called Forsage Smart Contract. But just to give us a perspective of where we are coming from and where we are going and what this is all about, it's in the cryptocurrency space, all right? And we normally refer to cryptocurrency as the 4th revolution with respect to money, all right? With respect to money. And why are we saying that? We say that because cryptocurrency uses one of the technological advances in IT or computer software called the blockchain, all right? Which is a revolution just like the internet, all right? Remember when the internet came in the early 90s, all right, late 90s to the 2000s, it brought a lot of revolution in terms of how we transact business, how information is relayed, to the extent that today, if you need any information about anything, provided it has a name, you can just do what we call Google it, and you'll get a ton of information about anything. That is revolutionary in itself, in the sense that before, it was difficult to get knowledge and information about things, but now all the knowledge is available. Now, that is exactly what blockchain technology has done to how we transact business. And it's actually at the inception stage right now, because so many people actually don't know about blockchain. They don't know that blockchain is happening right now and revolutionizing many, many lives today. All right. So I don't want to, of course, to go into the history of barter trade, how we came to, that was the first revolution, then the industrial revolution, then the digital revolution, which came with the internet. I'm talking about the blockchain technology, all right? This is a simple definition of the blockchain technology. In the simplest terms, blockchain is basically can be described as data structures that holds transactional records, and while ensuring security, transparency, and decentralization, you can also think of it as a chain of records stored in a form of blocks, which are controlled by no single authority. So why is that revolutionary? It's revolutionary because you are able to track every movement of these particular records, which we then call the money, all right? Bitcoin, for example. So Bitcoin can be tracked, every movement of any movement of cryptocurrency within the network, and so and it is in a very secure manner and in a very secure way, and it is decentralized. In fact, the critical word here that I want you to go away with is the word decentralization. And the other word that I want you to also go away with here is that there is no single authority that governs the Bitcoin cryptocurrency or Bitcoin for that matter, and all the other cryptocurrencies that go with it. But because of time, I may not be able to touch many aspects of cryptocurrency. Probably you already know. Probably you already know things about cryptocurrency. Probably you are already involved in all these things, and I don't want to presume that. But let me just mention that because of cryptocurrency coming into the space of finance and our economic space, where now we are able to transact in cryptocurrency, there have been already people who have gained, and there will still be more people that will gain. And then there are also those who will lose, and there are those who have already lost, all right, in this particular area of cryptocurrency. Let's just look at a few of them, and let's start with the losing side, all right? And one of them is tokens, all right? And this was very famous, especially during the 2017 bull rally that the cryptocurrency had in 2017. When Bitcoin first hit 2 million to the Kenya shilling, which is $20,000 a piece in 2017, December 2017. And during that period of 2017, there were so many things called tokens. Tokens are basically, you can call them immature coins, all right, for a better word to mention it, all right? So those which mature into good coins could gain a lot of value. Those which don't mature into good coins would lose value, and people could lose a lot of money. I personally bought more than 200 tokens during the 2017, and I lost actually in 90% of them. In fact, there are only 2 right now that are at break-even, all right? There is one that has gone past break-even, but the rest are actually almost, you can say, useless. They are of no value to me. Now, there's another area that people used to gain a lot during that time and before, and that is in mining, all right, where you mine cryptocurrency. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritties about what mining is, but yes, mining used to be lucrative some time back, but right now it's been taken over by large companies that are able to install faster machines, many faster machines where they have cheap electricity, and especially in China. Right now, the Chinese control almost 90% of cryptocurrency mining, all right? So that's an area that probably you may not want to get involved in. The other area that I want to mention is something called return on investment. And I normally, of course, say that this is the diplomatic name that we give to pyramid schemes, all right, or pyramid scams, all right? And why scams? Why are pyramid scams in the cryptocurrency space? You guessed it, because cryptocurrency enables the movement of money or value without the authorities or the banking sector seeing what you are doing, all right? Because as we said, cryptocurrency is a Wanjiku currency or common man's currency. So movement of money can be done very easily through cryptocurrency. And so it fuels the industry of pyramid scams, all right? So pyramid scams thrive very well in cryptocurrency space because there is no one that can monitor money movement in cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency movement is between individuals, all right? And it doesn't go through the banking sector or any authority that manages and controls those kind of movement. So you find that there are so many pyramid schemes that are all over town, all over the place. And if you want to know a pyramid scheme, they normally give you packages and tell you, they give a certain narrative. For example, they say that they trade in Forex, or they trade in Bitcoin, or they trade in whatever they do, and they make money for you. Okay, so all you need to do is relax, don't do nothing, don't talk to anyone. We will make money for you and pay you 1%, 2%, whatever. They can give any crazy figure. They know, of course, that the moment they tell you don't tell anyone, that's the first thing that you will actually do. You will actually whisper to your friends and tell them, there is something here that I found that when you put your money, you actually make free money. Now, that is how many people lose money. And of course, unless you are strange in town, we have a number of these particular return on investment types of programs that happen every day, and so many are coming day in, day out, okay? And I don't even know how they come up with the names. They come up with very fancy names and so on. Let's go to the gaining side. And the first one that I want to discuss is Forex trading. Again, this could be tricky, and this sometimes, I don't know whether to place it on the winning side or on the losing side, because the statistics about Forex trading is that 90% or even more retail traders actually lose money in Forex trading. And you wonder, why do they still continue to trade while they are losing money? And the simple reason is it's actually addictive. It's addictive to trade. It's just almost like gambling. In fact, it's actually worse than gambling. Why? Because at least in a gambling place, and I've never been there, I've just been told that sometimes you are given a cup of tea. But in Forex trading, you can lose your money and you don't even know who the broker is, all right? Because you all did that online. But yes, although 90% of people lose money, there is also 5 to 10% who actually make money in Forex trading. So I wouldn't suggest that this is an area that you may want to really focus on to make money. But if you do, and you have the will and the desire to do, it is an area that you probably might need to focus on your learning and your training, and you are able to actually crack that. Now, the area that goes without any doubt is buying to hold, all right? And the beauty about cryptocurrency buying to hold is that cryptocurrency can be viewed as an asset, and assets gain in value over time. Just like land, for example, if you buy a piece of land in Kilimani area, if you bought it maybe 20 years ago in Kilimani area in Nairobi, you are now a multi-millionaire because the value of land, for example, in Kilimani has gone up drastically in the last few years, okay? The same case applies to Bitcoin. In fact, if you had bought Bitcoin at the beginning of this year, I think it was going for about $600,000. Sorry, 600,000 Kenya shilling, all right, which was about $6,000 or $7,000 thereabout. Right now, Bitcoin is about 3.5 million Kenya shillings. That's about $31,000 for one Bitcoin, all right? And so many of the other coins also are moving in that direction. But tonight, what I want to discuss with us today is what is called smart contracts, all right? Smart contract. Now, what has happened in the field of cryptocurrency, the blockchain technology, the blockchain technology has enabled the programming of what is called a smart contract. All right, and a smart contract, the beauty about a smart contract, and probably let me mention that here, is that it is a decentralized project in the sense that no single person, the moment it has been deployed on the blockchain, the smart contract becomes, is no longer owned by anyone. So even the person who created it cannot stop it or cannot remove it, cannot change it. It now becomes part of the blockchain technology, and now people can interact with that particular smart contract and get the results that that particular smart contract enables you to have. So there are no admins that run a smart contract. There is no management that manages the smart contract, just like Bitcoin. Right? Today, you do not know who owns Bitcoin, all right? The person who created Bitcoin is no longer is irrelevant. We don't care who created Bitcoin, but Bitcoin right now is the best and the most valued commodity around town in terms of rise in value. All right, in the last 7 days alone, it has gained more than 30%. I think 20 some. Above 20% in the last 7 days alone, 7 days alone. So, and the whole of this year, I think it has gained more than 200%. okay, which is quite incredible. So smart contracts have the same features like Bitcoin. It is not owned by the creator. The moment it has been placed on the blockchain, then you are able to transact with it and to have it and so on. Now, with this specific smart contract we are talking about, you can make as much as you want. The income is unlimited. It is transparent. Anyone can actually participate in it and so on. Now, this is as opposed to a centralized project, all right? It is as opposed to a centralized project. So let me just quickly, before I discuss what I want to, about the smart contract that we want to do, let me make a definition of what a smart contract is. Basically, a smart contract is a programming code that is self-operating. And I really want to emphasize that word, self-operating. It is placed directly on the blockchain, all right? It can never be hacked or stopped. Once deployed, it cannot be changed. This means that it does not require an admin or a company to run it. It runs on its own and does exactly what it's programmed to do. And this is actually a definition by Investopedia. And so let me talk about the specific smart contract that we want to discuss today, and that is Forsage smart contract, and how you can use this smart contract to accumulate more cryptocurrency. And the beauty about accumulating more cryptocurrency is that you are accumulating an asset that gains in value, okay? Probably before I even go to, but I think I get ahead of myself. Let me just describe about this smart contract. So the Forsage smart contract is built on both Ethereum and Tron blockchain. But for our case right now, we are going to concentrate on the one that is built on Ethereum blockchain technology. And why Ethereum? Ethereum has several advantages with respect to the other cryptocurrencies. First of all, it is the second currency most valued after Bitcoin. All right, it is the second most valued currency after Bitcoin. Number two, it is an open source platform that uses blockchain technology to create this and run decentralized digital applications, normally referred to as DApps, that enable users to make agreements and conduct transactions directly with each other, either to buy, sell, trade goods and services without a middle person. So there's no middle person that manages what happens in this particular space. So those are the most important things that we are talking about. I don't want to go through this in detail. It's just about building our community and so on. But now let me describe the specifics of this particular project. Now, it comes on 3 projects: Forsage X3, Forsage X4, and Forsage Gold. Now, Forsage Gold is the most exciting one, and guess what? It has not been launched. It will actually be launched tomorrow tomorrow, okay? It will be launched tomorrow on 3rd. And it is such an exciting project that I really I am really waiting to participate in that particular project. So let me describe how these particular projects work. All right, let me describe how these particular projects work. So for Forsage X3, for Forsage X4, you can consider them as a breakdown of different licensing that you buy a license for a particular, we call them slots, all right? So you buy a license for every slot and the prices are different. These prices that you see here are in Ethereum, all right? So the first one, for example, is 0.025 Ethereum. If you want to know how much that one is in Kenya shillings, it's about 4,000 Kenya shillings, approximately 4,000 Kenya shillings. And the successive slots are twice the price of the previous one. So this number 2 is 0.05 Ethereum. Remember, the first one is 0.025. So if you double that, it becomes 0.05. If you double 0.05, it becomes 1. If you double, 0.1. If you double 0.1, it's 0.2, and so on until you reach the 12th one, which is 51.2 Ethereum. All right. Now, X3 and X4 are similar in price for every slot, and also similar in number. They are 12. All right, 1, 2, 3 up to 12. Forsage X4, Forsage Gold, and probably I show you here, Forsage xGold, which will be launched tomorrow, okay, is different in the pricing, okay? It uses, those of you who know trading, you know Fibonacci numbers. It uses Fibonacci numbers, but I'll not dwell into that too much right now. I just want to mention that Forsage Gold has 15 slots and not 12 slots like Forsage X3 and Forsage X4. So I think that's something that you probably might keep in the back of your mind. Now, so how do we take advantage of this particular licensing that you purchase? You purchase these particular licenses, and how do they help you to accumulate cryptocurrency, Ethereum to be more specific? I'll explain that shortly right now. But what I just want to mention initially is that Forsage X3 is meant for people who can resell these particular licenses to other people. So you make money by doing a resale of these particular licenses once you have bought them, once you have acquired their licensing. But if you do not want to do any selling at all, any referral, something at all, then you go for X4 and then you go for xGold. X4 and xGold is designed for investors, all right? And of course, as an investor, you probably have a little bit of cash. I have not found, we've not found an investor who is poor, eh? All right, so we assume you probably have some money. So you buy several of the licenses in X4 and X5, at least probably more than 500,000 and so on and so forth. Now, I just needed to before I just finish, is that the first slot, for example, in X3 is about 4,000 Kenya shilling, and it doubles in price every successive slot until the last one, which is actually about 3 million Kenya shillings. In other words, in fact, if you want to buy the whole of X3, all the licensing, it will take you about 6 to 7 million Kenya shillings, approximately, depending on the price of Ethereum at the time you are buying. Now, let me go into detail a little bit about how you actually make money on each one of these particular projects. Okay, so I want to talk about X3. How do you make money on X3? As I said, you make money by reselling. All right. So let's assume that you bought the first slot. All right, and you make a sale to somebody else who buys this license. Guess what happens? You earn 100% of that particular sale, just like you own it. All right. You now own that license. And when you sell to anyone, you earn 100% of what that particular person spends to buy that particular slot. So that means with only the first person that you get back all your money. How great can that be? How great can that be? I mean, you start a business, and whenever you refer this business to anyone, you get back all your money that you invested in that particular license. Now, what happens when you get the second person? the same thing happens. You earn 100% of what that particular person pays for that particular slot. Again, that is 200% that you make when you get your second person. That is amazing. And in fact, look at it this way. The second slot, slot number 2, is twice the price of this one. So it means the moment you only make 2 sales, now you are able to buy even the bigger one, which makes you money twice as much as the first one. That is why we say with your first 2 sales, you can actually upgrade to slot number 2. Now, what happens when you get the third person? When you get the third person, this one renews your license. It does what is called a re-entry. So it enables you to renew this license so that now you can sell it to the 4th person and earn 100%, sell it to the 5th person and earn 100%. But I want to mention one thing. The money that this particular person, the third person, spent doesn't go, doesn't get lost or go anywhere. It actually goes to your sponsor. All right, the first person that brought you into this, that showed you this particular project, this is their reward. Their reward is the third person. All right, so don't feel bad because this same person, even this one, even this third person here that you brought, when they bring in the first person, they will earn. When they bring in the second person, they will also earn. But when they bring their third person, guess what happens? That third person comes to you as a sale. The money comes to you, all right? And that is your reward because you brought them onto this particular amazing project on a smart contract called Forsage Contract X3, all right? And then you do what is called a recycle. Recycle means you begin afresh. So the 4th person you earn, the 5th person you earn, the 6th person renews your license, but the money goes to your sponsor. The 7th person you earn, the 8th person you earn, the 9th person renews your license, you recycle again. So those are the recycles that you do on and so forth and so on. So if you upgrade to slot number 2, now the difference between slot number 1 and slot number 2 is that you earn double the amount. And by the way, the wonderful thing about it is, if you upgrade to slot number 2, before the people you referred to upgrade to this particular slot, you earn when they also upgrade to level 2 from these same people, which is quite amazing, all right? And slot number 2 does exactly the way slot number 1 is. The only difference is that you earn twice as much, all the way up to the 12th slot, where every sale is 3 million. Imagine the 12th sale, when you make a sale, is 3 million, and so on and so forth. Now let's talk about X4. All right. So X4, the first person you don't earn, the second person you don't earn. It goes to your to what is called the ecosystem. All right. Then you earn from the third person, the 4th person, and the 5th person. Okay. Again, with only 2 sales on the 3rd and the 4th, you are able to upgrade to the second slot. All right. Then the 6th person, that gives you a renewal of your license, and the money goes to the ecosystem. All right. Now, the next question you probably would be asking is, so how does somebody who does not refer anyone make money with X4? You see these particular arrows here that are moving, this money that goes into the network. That is how investors make money without referring anyone. So these arrows here can go anywhere through the algorithm that the Forsage contract does, and actually supplies money to whoever has these particular slots, whether they are referring anyone or not. And you recycle and you go to the next slot, and all these slots happen all the way to the 12th slot, where on the 12th slot, you earn on the same account, you earn 3 million 3 times. All right, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 times. All right, and you recycle and so on and so forth. Now let me show you now the amazing project that is being launched tomorrow called Forsage Gold. This is absolutely crazy. All right, for every slot that you buy, you will earn 1,120% for every investment that you make on Forsage xGold. Now, I don't want to go into a lot of details here because some of you might think that it is too good to be true. And of course, we've been warned, and even our brains have been trained that when something sounds too good to be true, it probably is not. Okay, but what makes you think that when it's too good to be true, it probably is true? All right. Anyway, but I am joking, but yeah, that's also kind of a fact. So how do you achieve 1,120% return for your investment for any slot in Forsage Gold? The first 2 positions you do not earn. It goes to your higher person in the network. Now you earn from the second line, which has how many people? It has 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and you earn 20% for each one of them. So that will be 80%. Then in the next line, you earn on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 30%, which is 240%. Then on the final line, which is 16, you earn 50% times 16. You only need to remove the last 2, which will go into renewing your license automatically. By the way, I want to mention here that in this particular project, in this particular smart contract, the money comes directly to your wallet. You do not need to make a withdrawal. You do not need to do anything. All you need to do is just purchase those particular slots, and that is it. You don't need to do anything else. All right, so since this last 2 is 50% times 2, which is 100%, so we removed 100%. So actually what you make is 1,020% for every investment you make on Forsage Gold. Now, the reason why those of us who are already in the project are really waiting, and if you are new, you can even be our upline in terms of Forsage xGold, because it's fast come, fast served. Now, this is what is going to happen. And I've just brought in this. This shows you some statistics about Forsage contract, all right? Look at this number here. This is 1 million people that have already participated in the Forsage smart contract since it was launched in February this year. Forsage was launched in February this year. Some of us got in so late. I actually heard of it only in December. I actually heard of it just 3 weeks ago, all right? And I've already made significant money with Forsage X3 and Forsage X4. Now I just mind-boggling what we will actually make on xGold. And this is where I'm telling you it is mind-boggling. All these 1 million people can be your downlines, all of them, because none of these 1 million people have bought Forsage Gold, and it is fast come, fast served. All right, fast come, fast served. Now, how do you get involved in Forsage? You must be involved in Forsage X3 and Forsage xGold. Forsage X3 and Forsage X4. So you must at least buy the first slot in X3 and the first slot in X4 to even think about doing Forsage xGold. So I would suggest that immediately when we finish this particular call, get back to the person who referred you and start immediately, so that tomorrow, when this is launched, you can actually have quite a number of these 1 million people being your downlines. Now, why is that so important? Let me back up 1 second. I have told you, for every investment in Forsage Gold, you make 1,020%. So, for example, if you invest, say, 100,000 Kenya shillings, you invest 100,000 Kenya shillings on this particular project, all right, 100,000. And you could be saying, then how will I get all these people? I have told you 1 million people can be your downlines, provided you click the button, the first one, and nobody has an advantage over the other one. Everyone will be clicking. So if you are clicking from the time it is opened, which is actually it will start around 3 tomorrow at 3, you have the chance to have at least, if not at least half of those 1 million being your downlines. Can you imagine how many cycles you will make? And for every cycle, it is 1,120%. So that means that for one cycle of $100,000 that you will have placed, you will actually hit $10,000. That is 1 million. From 100,000 to 1 million in one cycle. And you might even have 5 or 10 cycles like this. So don't even think about it. This is quite amazing, all right? So that is why for some of us who are here, we are looking at this number, the 1 million, and we are also looking at this other number here. This is in the last 24 hours, how many people have actually joined the program? Almost 800 people have joined the program in the last 24 hours. Actually, these statistics, I'll actually show you the live ones, because this is a picture that I took, I think, yesterday. So it could be different right now, what these numbers are. This other number here is how many people have earned something in Ethereum. This is 968,000 people, meaning almost all the 1 million people have actually earned something in Ethereum. No one loses in this project. This is almost 96%. And probably the people who have not earned are the 800 who have just joined, and they will earn, all right? Now, how much has the project paid out in dollars? The project has actually paid out $706,000 million up to now since February. Okay, this figure could be different, and in fact, right now, that's probably what I want to show you. Now, I don't want to belabor many things. There is a project that we are using these particular smart contracts to be able to raise, to hit almost 40 million shillings in 90 days. That's 3 months, and this is the strategy. And I don't want to get into it because it's something that probably we can do on member training. But yes, we have a 90-day strategy. By the way, and the interesting thing about this is that this particular strategy is based only on Forsage X3. It does not consider how much you will make on Forsage X4 and Forsage Gold, which is completely out of this world. Now, let me finish just the steps on how you can get started. First of all, you download on your phone, you download Token Pocket, okay, a wallet called Token Pocket. So if you already have an Ethereum wallet, you use Token Pocket to just link Token Pocket to your already existing wallet using your 12 keywords. Or if you don't have, you can just create one. It is as easy as 2 minutes, and you are done with your wallet. Then you buy Ethereum, and we will tell you where you can buy Ethereum from. Okay, you just consult the person who referred you to this platform, and they show you how to do that. Then you get the link from the person who referred you. They will also give you a number all right, their ID number, and then you can be able to register immediately. Now, if you are using a laptop, we use a wallet called MetaMask. All right, these are the wallets that are compatible with the smart contract we are talking about. Now, quickly, let me go to let me share just a few examples practically what has happened to some of us on this particular project. So these are the numbers that I was talking about. All right, these are the numbers that I was talking about. Remember, the total earning was 700 and something. Now it's almost $750,000 since. All right, let me show you my account. All right, which is exactly 3 weeks old. All right, let me show you my account, which is exactly 3 weeks old. Probably I'll hide the ID so that probably you don't see, but I started with about $600, about $600. Look at where I am right now, $7,400. And when I started, I bought the first 4 slots, slot number 1, slot number 2, slot number 3, slot number 4. Now, that is also one of the strategies that we are using. Do not buy only the first slot. We start with buying minimum the 4 slots in X3 and 4 slots in X4. That will cost you approximately 75,000 Kenya shilling. Better still, if you can, buy up to slot number 5 on X3 and X4. That will cost you something like 140,000 shillings. If you can buy 240,000, which will take you up to slot number 6, or up to slot number 7, which should cost you something like 550,000 Kenya shillings. All right, that is so critical to do. In fact, if you can buy as many as you can, that will take you much, much further. Remember, every time you get somebody, all your money is back. All your money is back. And when you get the second person, that is profit. When you get the third one, that is even more profit, and so on. The other thing that I want to show you on this particular page is these numbers here that you see on the screen here. Let me just increase this that you can see. You can see in the last 1 second, just now somebody has earned $39. Just now another person has earned $39. Just now somebody else at 28 seconds ago, somebody earned $78, $19. A new person joined here, $39 here, $19 here, $39, $78, $78, $19, and so on and so forth. Somebody missed money here. All right, how do you miss money? If your downline buys a slot ahead of you, you will just be informed that you have just missed money. So this guy here actually missed his profit of $39, all right? And so on and so forth. So this one shows you the activities that are happening in real time right now. Somebody here 17 minutes ago earned $312. Another one here earned $156. So you are asking me, does it work? I have shown you it works as just like I've shown you right there. I can actually also give you examples of people right here that are making money every single day, and so on and so forth. I don't know who is here amongst us who may want to just give a testimonial in the next 2 or 3 minutes. But don't worry, we will always be able to give more information and so on. But if you are a member or you are going to become a member, make sure you are ready for xGold tomorrow. Okay, I can't emphasize that again. This is the only golden opportunity that you can have 1 million people being your downlines. You have exactly the same chance as anyone among the 1 million people to be your downlines, and they feel your matrix in record time. So tomorrow it will be it will be a marathon. Okay, and I think that is the best way that we can begin the year 2021 and achieve our goals and dreams that you probably may have had over a long period of time, and you had missed the right opportunity. The right opportunity had not just come, and right now it's right here on your door. So thank you so much. Let me see who is going to help me with that testimonial here. All right, just unmute yourself and say something. Florence, please. I think I pick on you today.
Hi, JKK. All right, now that was an ambush because I was eating dinner. Okay. But anyway, for our guests, yeah, no, that's okay. For our guests, welcome, welcome, welcome. We really appreciate you being on the call today. My name is Florence Wanyonyi, and I am a happy Forsage business partner. And I'm grateful for my leaders because they introduced me to this. I came in on the 21st of December. And within that time, actually about 2 weeks now, I have, I've invested and I've made about, let me see, $878. And so, yeah, it's very exciting. I'm truly looking forward to the future. This is just going to be, our gold mine. So karibuni sana, and, hope you make the decision so that we can start together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's amazing. You have almost actually doubled your money within that short period. And that is just amazing. All right. Okay. So any one of our guests, you have a question or you have a reaction, what best did you like about this? All right. Among our guests who can go first and just give us a reaction, any clarification probably that you may need, if any, but what best did you like about this?
Hi, Joyce. I like the speed and I like the numbers they're talking about. This looks very exciting. Thank you.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah, that's true. By the way, being exciting is an understatement. You can even imagine from even the way I speak. I've actually not found a program quite like this one. It's just amazing. So let me leave it at that. Let me wish you all a good night. And tomorrow is an amazing day for us. So please be ready from wherever you are. Make sure that you are on board. And God bless you and have a good evening. Thank you and God bless.